Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my journey going down ING's top 100 NES games of all time. I am your host, Andrew Lenza. Let's talk but no politics, okay? You can catch up new episodes every Sunday on the bicbp radio network, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts as well. And today we have hit the halfway point, or I have hit the halfway point, starting with number 50, going all the way to 41. So sit back, enjoy, and like I said last time, hope you have some great nostalgic memories, and maybe you played some of these games, maybe you haven't, but it's always fun to take a look. Coming in at number 50 is Shadowgate, developer Kemco and Asaika, released in 1989. Not a game that I had. I think this is like the computer kind of point-based type click stuff that they had. Little RPG action port. Do believe it's one of the ports from the computer. I think maybe Manic Mansion was one of those as well. But I don't really remember seeing this. I don't have it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's kind of cool. It's point and click. I think this would be a pretty fun game to just sit back, relax, and play. Really, like I said, it's just very RPG-ish. But definitely one of those games that you have to open. So this would be... The door is locked. Okay, so the door is locked. You pick somewhere on this map. You have to open the door before you... I'm not quite sure, but Shadowgate coming in at number 50, developer Kemco and Asaika, released in 1989. Coming in at number 49 is Kid Nikki Radical Ninja, developer Data East, released in 1987. So this is one of those weird box art games where the box art looks completely different than what you're going to be playing. It's an arcade port. I don't even remember playing this game in the arcade, but looks kind of cool. I'm guessing that's Kid Nikki, and he is a radical ninja. Well, throwing baton. And this is a one-hit game. They were like, yeah, we're doing straight arcade port here. It reminds me of Kung Fu. They just come at you, you twirl. Let me guess, there's going to be a guy at some point. Oh, those are enemies? I don't know. I thought maybe there's like something you could pick up. But not a bad game for 1987. It actually looks pretty nice for being an arcade port. Those look like Shy Guys too. I just realized like the Shy Guy evolved form. Oh, this is not that bad of a game. Now I understand it's one-hit kills. That's a little annoying, but whatever. It works. It's Little Nikki, or Kid Nikki, Radical Ninja, developer Data East, released in 1987, coming in at 49. Coming in at number 48 is Tetris. This is the Tengen version. I don't believe I have the Tengen version on here, but going to play Tetris, and the developer is Tengen, released in 1988. If you know anything about Tengen, they are ones that reverse the lockout chip. Not quite sure what the difference is. But it looks like this might have made a bigger impression on what things are. I love Tetris. I will play Tetris in any form. This is kind of my getaway game, but I think of this more as a Game Boy game, because it's what came packed in with the Game Boy when I got it. So you pretty much, like when you got your Nintendo, you got you definitely got the packing game, and then you got, you know, one other game, maybe two games for Christmas, and depending on what it was, you mostly stayed with Mario Brothers, or you kind of went over. But like I said, this is more, in my mind, Game Boy all the way. But I could see, I gotta get my hands on this Tengen version. Seems pretty, see what the story is behind it. I think I just screwed myself over, but it is what it is. And that is Tetris. But the Tengen version, please let me know if you know the difference or anything of that nature. But number 48 is Tetris. The Tengen version, developer Tengen, released in 1988. Coming in at number 47 is Vice Project Doom, developer American Sammy, released in 1991. I can never heard of American Sammy. This is definitely interesting. I don't remember this game. I don't even remember seeing this game, because the cover art is definitely interesting. You know, you got the guy on there. If you're watching on YouTube, you can check out the cover art. You got the guy on there, you know, girl, gun, typical, hey, come get this Nintendo game type of stuff going on here. So, I did press start. It looks... Is this Spy Hunter? Interesting. That overpass flipped me out. Oh, let's speed you. Interesting game. It just reminds me so much of Spy Hunter at this point. Pretty interesting. Like I said, I never even saw this game growing up. I didn't even know anybody that had it, but it's giving me some, from just kind of playing it. Like with any of this, I'm seeing what's on the list. So I'm making these, and I'm going through. I want to have the pure experience of it. So this must be the end boss already. Him. Not bad. Seems cool. Oh well, should have surrendered when you had the chance. Oh, such a cool guy. Oh, so this is very much Bayou Billy. What is that? Master Blaster. Not Legendary Rings, but something else. Where it's many different gameplays. So I went from the shooter to, why am I collecting coins and why is there a guy on the ground, to I'm glad I kept on playing. To, you know, the side-scrolling kind of platformer. Everything shadows around him. Oh, you know, it doesn't go with 45. Definitely. Oh, pretty cool. It's a pretty cool game. I like it. And that is Vice Project Doom, coming in at number 47. Developer American Sammy. Released in 1991. Coming in at number 46 is Metal Storm. Developer Imar Software Engineering, released in 1991. This is a game I did not rent, did not own. Just recently found out about this awesome title of a game, I gotta say. You know, just YouTube and stuff like that. And this game is so much fun. It's so weird, and it's one hit kill, but it's just so cool. Like you saw, that you can attach yourself to the ceiling to avoid enemies. I wish I would have known about this game as a kid. I was always fascinated by, you know, robots. A lot of kids are, especially if you're science fiction. Oh, died there. But this game is just so interesting, the way that you can do that. You know, okay, I'm gonna fight from up top, and that's how I'm gonna play until I hit down. Tracked enemies up, tracked enemies down. In my mind, it's a great game. I could see why it's here on the list. Like I said, I wish this was one of those games that I wish I would have found out about as a kid. And they're like, hey, because this is pretty amazing. But like I said, I didn't even know it existed until maybe 3 years ago. But that's Metal Storm, coming in at number 46. Developer Irma Software Engineering, released in 1991. Coming in at number 45 is Fester's Quest. Developer Sunsoft, released in 1989. This is a game. Okay, so I did not rent, did not own, but this is a game I do remember seeing and thinking to myself, the guy on the cover doesn't really look like Uncle Fester per se, and kind of why are we having an Addams Family video game? That's the big thing. And I'm actually shocked to see this on this list, considering AVGN just ripped this apart. He just moves so slow. And I guess there's certain colors mean that you upgrade the weapon, certain colors mean that you downgrade the weapon when it's a gun or whatever. Sunsoft can make some pretty decent games, but this one's interesting at best. Like I said, it's something I saw as a kid. It's like, you're not even, it's Akari Warriors type shooting. It's not even shooting straight. You gotta be a little bit off-centered, it looks like. I don't know if I got a downgraded weapon or an upgraded weapon, or these things are just harder than what they are. But like I said, I was shocked to see this on this list, and pretty much this high, considering AVGN totally ripped it apart. But that's, I guess, why you do lists. You know, another man's trash is another man's treasure, I do believe, in the world of NES, it looks like. Hot dogs. But this is Fester's Quest, coming in at number 45. developer Sunsoft, released in 1989. Coming in at number 44 is Clacks, developer Tengen, released in 1990. I kind of played this, but it was the arcade version. It's a fun type puzzle game that you pretty much combine the colors and you got it. So I guess that's a clacks right there. Yeah, I mean, if you like puzzlers, I guess, or a puzzle type game, think on your feet type match game, yeah, why not play some clacks? It's not bad. So it's still pretty cool. Like I said, I played. It's like an arcade. What is it? For like one of those arcade compilations for the PS2. I've played this on. It's a lot of fun. It keeps you concentrated, keeps you engaged into the game. I mean, that's pretty much clacks as it is. As it gets harder, it speeds up. But it comes in at number 44. Developer Tengen, released in 1990. Coming in at number 43 is Ninja Gaiden, or how you want to say it, 2, The Dark Sword of Chaos, developer Tecmo, released in 1990. So, played the crap out of the first one. Loved the first one. Don't remember playing this one, if I ever did play it. But the first one I do remember playing. This one's not too bad. Should play it. I like the fact that you get a secondary weapon right off the bat. That's something that it didn't have in the first one. These are one of those fun hard games. Looks like the original without a problem. As long as you can still do that jump. I think that's what made the Batman arcade game so much fun. Or not the arcade game, but the one for NES. These little thingamabobbers. Definitely interesting. It's not that bad. I mean, it's Ninja Gaiden. I'm gonna call it Ninja Gaiden. That's what we would call it. But it's definitely a cool game. I can see why I made it. I cannot wait to see where the first one comes into play. But number 43 is Ninja Gaiden 2, or Gaiden 2, The Dark Sword of Chaos, developer Tecmo, released in 1990. Coming in at number 42 is Chrysalis, developer SNK, released in 1990. Did not rent, did not own, didn't know anybody that had this, didn't even know it existed until today. I'm guessing this is going to be, by the story that I'm kind of seeing here, that's going to be an RPG. Like I said, I just try and go into these. If there's a continue, definitely could most likely be an RPG. Whether it's straight up like turn-based RPG or I got a program functioning here. Or if it's going to be an action RPG, I'm just going to put an AAA. Standard of all. Let's just do this. I like, whether it's turn-based or action RPG, I'd rather deal with the action RPG than... Oh, I'm not allowed to come out of a cave? So it doesn't look like I have any weapons or anything, but... let's try and get out of town and see what happens. So you're not running into anything. Oh, it's an action RPG. And I have no weapons. But it looks kind of cool. I mean, the little blobby things gives you a weird kind of Zelda vibe to it, but not bad. Okay. Definitely would have to come back. Anytime you get these RPG games, you got to come back to it and check it out, get the full experience. But from what I'm seeing, it's not that bad. And Chrysalis comes in at number 42, developer SNK, released in 1990. Coming in at number 41 on the list is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, developer Ultra, released in 1990. Best turtle game there is. Had both of them growing up. I'm a Leo guy. I'm going to go with Leo. What can I say? I remember getting, I think it was the Pizza Hut coupon inside of this. This was definitely a game that was like a must-have. I don't know how we would have survived. Now, checking out the graphics from the original one, you're like, this one I feel is a little bit harder than the actual arcade game. Not as probably as hard as the one that we reviewed in the beginning of the list, but it's Ninja Turtles, and I think this was the most purest form of how, if you were a Ninja Turtles fan, more so the cartoon than the comic books, this is how you remember this is how the Ninja Turtles were to you. You know, this is how the foot soldiers looked. This is, Bebop, Rocksteady. I know they added in a couple of extra boards or levels for this one. You fight some like snow and some guy in the snow as well. But this is the Ninja Turtle game. Like, when you saw this, you were like, yes, we finally have a Ninja Turtle game, like a good Ninja Turtle game. My brother and I would sit there, and you'd be Donatello, and I'm Leonardo, and we just sit there for hours and play this. This is definitely I don't know, because I've never really played, I think it's Manhattan Project. Never really played Manhattan Project, but this is probably the best Ninja Turtle game on the NES for me, and I just love it. And it comes in at number 41, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, developer Ultra Games, released in 1990. And that concludes taking a look at this portion of ING's Top 100 NES Games of All Time. This was number 50 through 41, and to give you a quick rundown of the games once again, coming in at number 50 is Shadowgate, developer Kemco and Cyclo, released in 1989. Number 49 is Kid Nikki, Radical Ninja, developer Data East, released in 1987. Number 48 is Tetris, the Tengen version, developer Tengen, released in 1988. Coming in at number 47 is Vice, Project Doom, developer American Sammy, released in 1991. Number 46 is Metal Storm, developer Irma Software Engineering, released in 1991. Number 45 is Fester's Quest, developer Sunsoft, released in 1989. Number 44, Clacks, developer Tengen, released in 1990. Number 43, Ninja Gaiden 2, The Dark Sword of Chaos, developer Tecmo, released in 1990. Number 42 is Chrysalis, developer SNK, released in 1990. And coming in at number 41 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, developer Ultra Games, released in 1990. And that concludes this portion of the list. I'm glad I got past through this halfway point, and I cannot wait to see what 40 through 31 holds for me next week. And with that being said, remember to check out new episodes of Let's Talk But No Politics, okay, every Sunday on the bicbp radio network, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Check out the YouTube for more videos like this. Let's Play, the Let's Talk Arcade, and also great tiering games as well. And with that being said, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.